The story opens on a humid Manila evening, where the sound of jeepneys, vendors shouting, and children laughing fills the air. Amid the noise, a fragile melody rises, the familiar tune of Hotel California. A 13-year-old boy, Raphael, sits on the corner of a busy street, his old guitar patched with tape and scratches. His small voice floats through the chaos, pure and trembling with feeling. He sings not for fame, but for survival. A small plastic cup beside him holds just a few coins, his earnings for the night. Raphael's eyes glance toward a faded photo of his mother taped to the guitar's body. She's lying sick at home, suffering from a chronic illness. Every note he sings is a promise. One day, I'll make it, Mama. Despite his worn-out slippers and dusty clothes, there's something magical in the way his voice carries, a tone that cuts through the noise of the city, drawing people in. One evening, as the sun dips behind the buildings, an American tourist stops to listen. He pulls out his phone and starts recording. Raphael sings the guitar solo of Hotel California, with surprising skill, a mix of passion, pain, and innocence. When he finishes, the crowd that gathered claps with admiration. The tourist smiles, gives him some money, and says, "Kid, you've got something special." That night, Raphael returns home to his small house. He shares the little food they have with his mother. They watch the stars through the cracks in the roof, dreaming of a better life. His mother whispers weakly, "You were born to sing, my son. Don't ever stop." Days later, the tourist's video of Raphael's street performance goes viral. Millions of views flood in, comments like, "This boy has the soul of an angel," and, "He deserves a stage." Soon, Raphael receives a message, "You've been invited to audition for America's Got Talent." As the camera fades out, Raphael kneels before his mother's bedside, holding her hand. "Mama, I'll make you proud." She smiles faintly, "Go, my son. Sing for the world." The final shot of the scene shows Raphael walking toward the airport at dawn, guitar on his back, determination in his eyes, leaving the streets behind but carrying their echoes in his heart. The lights of America's Got Talent shine bright as Raphael steps onto the massive stage. He looks small under the dazzling spotlights, his second-hand shirt neatly ironed, guitar slung across his chest. The audience whispers, a child from the Philippines, barefoot and shy, about to perform on one of the biggest stages in the world. Simon Cowell leans forward, eyes sharp yet curious. "What's your name?" he asks. "My name is Raphael," the boy replies nervously. "And what will you be singing?" Raphael takes a deep breath. "Hotel California by the Eagles." The audience murmurs in surprise, a bold choice for a young boy. The music begins. The first gentle chords fill the air, and then his voice, soft but haunting, glides through the microphone. His accent adds a delicate flavor to the lyrics, each word heavy with emotion. The audience falls silent. Even the judges are motionless, captivated. Halfway through the song, something extraordinary happens. Raphael's confidence grows. His eyes close, his soul pours out. He strums his guitar like a professional, the emotion raw and real. The words, "You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave," echo through the hall like a prayer. Tears well up in the audience. Sofia Vergara wipes her cheeks. Heidi Klum clasps her hands over her mouth. Simon looks down, visibly touched, something rare. As Raphael finishes the final note, the crowd explodes in applause, a standing ovation shaking the stage. Simon stands up slowly, his voice filled with admiration. "That was perfect. You took a classic and made it your own. That's what real artistry is." Before anyone can react, Howie Mandel slams the golden buzzer. Golden confetti rains down. Raphael stands frozen, overwhelmed, then falls to his knees crying. The crowd chants his name. Simon walks to the stage and hugs him. "You've just changed your life," he says softly. The camera zooms in on Raphael's tear-streaked face as he whispers, "Mama, I did it." Backstage, Raphael trembles as golden dust still clings to his clothes. Crew members cheer and hug him. A screen behind him lights up. It's a video call from the Philippines. His mother, weak but smiling, appears on the monitor. Tears stream down both their faces. "I saw you, my son," she says, her voice trembling. "You made the world listen." The AGT hosts gather around him, handing him tissues and congratulating him. The camera follows him as he walks into the backstage corridor, still crying, overwhelmed by everything. He looks around the grand studio, so different from the streets he once sang on, and whispers, "Thank you, God." The next sequence is a global montage. News channels replay his performance. Social media explodes with hashtags like hashtag Filipino Angel Voice and hashtag Hotel California Boy. People post reaction videos from every continent. A famous musician tweets, "This kid reminded me why music matters." Soon, Raphael's story spreads beyond entertainment, it becomes a message of hope. Donations pour in for his mother's treatment. A music foundation offers him a scholarship. Even schools in the Philippines begin showing his video as an example of courage and faith. In the final scene, Raphael stands once again with a guitar, but this time, on a grand stage in front of thousands. His mother, now healthier, sits in the front row. As the lights dim, he begins to sing again, voice more powerful than ever. The lyrics take on new meaning, they're no longer just a song, but a symbol of his journey. As he finishes, the crowd erupts in thunderous applause. He bows, tears in his eyes, and points to the sky. The camera slowly zooms out, showing him under the golden lights, transformed from a street boy to a world icon. The final frame fades to black with the words, "From the streets of Manila to the heart of the world, a voice that proved dreams have no borders."